Well, it was the true story of 7 strangers picked to live in a house and have their lives taped. And the rest is history.
That's right. The latest Real World Homecoming features the cast from the 2nd season of the original series. John is joining us now with more.
Guys, I am so excited about this. I loved the New York version when they did the Homecoming, and now we have the LA version. Joining us live this morning, we have John Brennan and Irene Barrera-Kearns. You might remember from Real World LA. Good morning, guys. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So as I understand, you guys went back to the exact same house that you were in Venice before. What was it like walking in those doors again?
Surreal.
Yeah.
Right? It was like walking back yesterday. It was no time had even passed. Right, John?
Definitely felt like returning to your childhood home.
So, John, when you came to, you got to think back. This is 1993. You're, what, 18 years old, coming from Kentucky, going to Los Angeles. As you look back now as an adult, how did that affect your life?
Well, I mean, it was a great experience. First of all, just being able to go to a city like Los Angeles and live with people that are totally different than you. So, I mean, that was a great experience. But then when it came to where it was on television, people saw this, people came to know you for who you were. I mean, that was also a good experience, relatively, most of the time. And it did change your life. Everywhere you went, people said, hey, I know you. You're the guy on The Real World, and I know some things about you. And so it does. It changed your life forever. And, I mean, I was eager to go back and do it all again because it was a great experience.
So, Irene, it occurred to me that you had the first reality TV wedding.
I did.
Because you got married on Real World.
I did. That was probably the main reason why I did the show. So that my wedding could be on TV. Yes.
So, yeah, when I look back at the show, I mean, your guys' show was really real compared to reality TV. I mean, Irene, you were working as a sheriff's deputy. You had people go into school. When you look back on it now and compare it to what reality TV has become, as someone who's been through it, how do you see it's changed?
Wow. It's changed dramatically. I mean, back then, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. And let's just say I don't watch too much reality TV now because it has evolved into something completely different.
Yeah. So you guys get all back together in the house. David and Tammy back in the house together. Of course, there was the incident where he was forced to leave the house, pulled the blanket off of her. Was there any tension between those two getting back in the house this time? Yeah,
I mean, there was tension. Everybody remembers that event from our season, and so definitely it was discussed at the homecoming. I'd say to say it was discussed was probably an understatement. It was. It came full circle again, yeah, oh boy is right. The homecoming turned into a very eventful sequence of days, and the homecoming series that people watch on Paramount Plus is going to be a dream for a Real World fan.
Yeah. I noticed Aaron and Dominic, not part of the cast. Do we get to see either of any of them during this?
Yeah, so they actually are doing wonderful, both of them living in California, have great jobs and families, and just decided not to be part of it. And so we respect that. We missed them at our homecoming, but we did get to sneak away and have supper with them before I left California and returned home. But we respect that decision, even though they were a part of the experience too.
So over all the years, who have you guys kept in touch with the most?
Each other.
Yeah.
And BFFs.
True story.
True story.
Well, because Irene, you at the ripe old age of 24, you were like the house mom, and John, you were the youngest, and you kind of took him under your wing.
Oh, I did. I did. And he's still under my wing.
That's right.
He'll always be my John.
Oh, that is so heartwarming. You have no idea how much a 16-year-old John would have liked to know about that back when I was a kid. Okay, it is Real World Homecoming. It is streaming tomorrow on Paramount Plus. Guys, I am so excited, so glad to see you guys again, and best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
I love that show.
It's a fun ride.
Like when I was 16, it's like they live in LA, on the beach. They're so cool. They go out.
Yeah.
And it was really real compared to the stuff we see now.
To your point, it's actually
like
very much changed.
Like Irene was a sheriff's deputy, like going to work every day.
So great.
Yeah.